Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're with me for today's video. We are going to have some fun with styling. I mentioned a couple videos back that I wanted to do something like this where I take one base and style it several different ways, just changing out the accessories and shoes and things like that. So that is exactly what we're going to jump into today. And these are items I have pulled from my closet. I did not go out and buy anything for this video. I'm using a white button-up and my favorite pair of jeans. I think a lot of us already have those two things sitting in our closet, but if you want to switch it up a little bit, you could do a white t-shirt. When it's colder, you could do a sweater or something like that. This is something you can really take and make your own. I'm just here to give you some ideas and think about some ways to jazz it up, make it a little bit different, and have some fun while you're getting dressed. Like we always do, there will be a number up on the screen so that you know what to go look for down in the description box if there's anything you want to shop. I will have everything linked for you down there. If it's available on YouTube Shopping, it will pop up on your screen. And there may be some things in this video that are older pieces that maybe aren't available exactly, so I will do my very best to find you something very similar and very comparable in case you do want to recreate any of these looks. Let's talk about the base layer for just a second because I think both of these pieces are standouts. I wear them all the time. So the button-up is from Old Navy. It is their boyfriend fit, which runs very oversized. I do that in an extra large. If you don't want the boyfriend fit, they do offer it in a classic cut and a cropped, and I like both of those too. The boyfriend's just my favorite because it covers my booty if I want to wear it with leggings. And then the jeans are Good American. It's their cropped palazzo jean. I bought them last year at Nordstrom, and I reach for them first over any other pair of jeans in my closet. They have stretch, but they also have support. They go with everything. I love the cut and the fit. So these are my go-to jeans for everything. And both of these are absolutely worth having in your closet if you're looking for something similar. So with look number one, I kind of wanted to lean into quiet luxury a little bit, something kind of understated and chic. So I started out with something that I think is an absolute essential in your wardrobe. My cap toe little sling bags. I talked about these in a recent video. This is from Dream Pairs, got them on Amazon, and they are just super duper comfortable. Love that it's not a crazy heel height or anything like that. I just feel like this is a shoe that goes with so much and just always looks very sophisticated. And then I also added my very old but loved Tory Burch Kira chevron bag, and honestly I don't even know if this style is still available because it's old and I know they've made updates, so the newer version may look a little different, and I will see what's out there to link below. But a classic quilted handbag like this, you just really can't go wrong. It feels feminine, it feels elevated, and I felt like it just went really well with the overall look. And then I also pulled in a couple pieces of jewelry. I did some really small little hoops. These are from the brand Pavoy, also on Amazon. And then I recently picked up this really cool chunky chain at Walmart, which to me this looks very J. Crew and not at all like Walmart. So this is very inexpensive. It looks and feels very luxe. Kind of packs a punch, but in a minimalist way. So all of this put together, I felt like was just an easy way to make jeans and a white shirt feel a little dressed up without trying too hard. For the second look, I wanted to think about how I could make this a summer to fall transition, give it a little touch of fall as we move into that season without adding sweaters or cardigans or anything hot. So what I landed on was a really rich cognac brown pair of woven flats. I love the texture. They're incredibly comfortable, and these are just really, really cute, honestly. So my pair is old, but there are very similar ones, nearly identical ones on Amazon that I will make sure we get linked below. But started here because this color just always kind of gives me a fall vibe. And then I pulled in my Quince suede bucket bag. This bag is so beautiful. The color is so rich. Suede is a great texture for fall, and it's definitely trending, so very appropriate for that season. But honestly, if you like suede and you're wanting to get a suede bag, Quince does some of the best in my opinion. So pulled this in, just love the beautiful rich color and textures. and then finished it off with some jewelry that is simple, but you know it's there. I wanted it to have a little bit of an impact without being too much. So my favorite Pavoy hoops from Amazon, the little bitty ones are great, but this is the pair I reach for the most. I wear them constantly. And then I added some Walmart bangles. These are all like together, so you just slide them over like that, and it all comes on and off as one piece, which is kind of nice. I've put these through it. Same thing with this necklace. This is my beloved Amazon coin necklace that I talk about all the time. So cute, goes with everything. And so again, it's a little bit minimalist, but it also has just kind of a statement element. And when you put it all together, I feel like this gives you just a touch of fall, just a hint of what's to come without it being overkill and without you feeling sweaty. Moving on to look number 3, this is very casual, so you could absolutely wear this for the weekend, or if your office does jeans day on Friday and it's pretty laid back, you could consider it for that as well. So I started it off with this woven tote from Amazon. I've had this one forever. It's a look for less to the Naghetti totes. I do own a Naghetti tote as well. I love them both. You can find these in lots of different colors, so I will link both options down below. And then I added in my favorite type of sneaker. This is the Madden Girl sneaker. Looks like Dolce Vita, but is a fraction of the price. So I own these in multiple colors. Love them, never get sick of them. So incredibly comfortable and generously sized. If you have a super narrow foot, I would size down on these. But if pink is not your thing, there will be a color for you in these sneakers. And then for jewelry, again, thinking about kind of making it a little more feminine, I decided to add in this stack. So these are both from Amazon. We've got a chunky pearl and then these really pretty soft colors in this beaded necklace. I did also do just a simple pearl stud. They're so small, they're kind of hard to show on camera. So just a simple pearl stud is all I did to kind of finish it up and round it out. And I thought it was really cute, very customizable because you could change up the jewelry and the colors in the sneakers and the bags, but that kind of base layer mixed with a sneaker and some fun jewelry is just an easy way to get dressed and not have to think about it too much. With look number 4, I was thinking about how I would style this for a date night out with my husband. So I started off with my Anthropologie Frankie clutch. This has been in my wardrobe for years. It was well worth the cost because I have carried it so much. I do know that they carry the Frankie all the time, but the colors will change. So if they don't have a gold Frankie, I'll link to whatever they have currently, and then I'll find us something similar and add it down below as well. But a little bag like this is just great for throwing in the things you absolutely have to have and just getting out the door. So this is the bag that I chose, and then I decided to go with these really cute little leopard slingback kitten heels from Walmart. These are a newer purchase. These are the No Boundaries brand, and they are pretty great. No Boundaries, I feel like can be hit or miss sometimes, but it's been way more hit than miss lately. So these are a really comfortable, sassy little shoe, easy to walk in, so I added those. And then for accessories, I did kind of a statement. I have shown these earrings before. These are Tucker Nuck, and they are so fun. I have them in a raffia as well as the pearl, and anytime I wear them, people always compliment them. Or want to know where they came from, because as you can see, I mean, they are large and in charge. So these are just a great statement piece that you can pop in, and then you don't have to have any other jewelry. And when it all came together, I actually really loved it, and I'm probably going to ask my husband to take me out for a date night really soon so I can wear this look. With look number 5, I was thinking about shape and proportion, again, the summer to fall transition, and just doing something that is a little unexpected. And I could see maybe wearing this like to dinner with my girlfriends or something like that. So I added a belt to kind of make this just something different and fun and create a little bit of shape where there is none. So this belt is where it started, and I can't believe this is Walmart, but it is. This faux suede belt is so pretty. So this is kind of what got me thinking about the whole look. And then I added in my massive Coach Brooklyn 39, also in suede. This is such a beautiful bag. And I believe nowadays both Coach.com and the Coach outlet carry the Brooklyn, so I can link up both versions. Don't know if this color is available, but it doesn't matter what color you get it in. It's a stunning bag. And then there are some look for less versions out there too that are also really pretty. So I will find all the bags that kind of have this look, and we'll have some different options linked for you. And then I wanted to do a shoe that would kind of tie it all together. And this is not the exact same color, but it's honestly close enough. There's enough distance between everything that you really can't tell. So again, we have that faux suede component, but then we also combined it with the gold detail that was in the belt. These are a really fun little flat from Target, very comfortable. I know pointed toes aren't for everyone, but if they are for you, you'll really like this. No real heel to speak of, so just a really fun little statement shoe. And then for jewelry, these like funky chunky hoops from Walmart are so cool. I don't know if they're on the website currently, but I know they're in store because that's where I got mine. So just something a little bit fun and funky. And then I did a very simple necklace. You guys have seen this one before. It is the Pavoy brand as well, and it's just a little layered look. Nothing, you know, nothing too crazy going on here, just easy. That's what it's all about. So loved how this one came together, and I think this is something that you could really kind of make your own if you wanted to change out the textures or the colors. You could try a thinner belt. There's just a lot you could do to get something similar that is done to your exact style and preferences. I really wanted look number 6 to be incredibly simple, casual, and easy to wear. So if you don't like pink and pearls, then this version of the casual look will be for you. And I started it off with this really great bag from Quince. I am so surprised by how much I love this, use this. It has become a favorite, and I didn't expect it to, but it has a shoulder strap, a crossbody strap, and then you can take all the straps off and use it as a clutch if you want to. So it's incredibly versatile and sturdy. It's their beautiful Italian leather. So I thought this was great for the look, because if you were going to go out somewhere super casual and run errands or do stuff as a family, this is the kind of bag that you want, because it's just a throw on and go. And then I added in my favorite New Balance 327s, definitely my most worn shoe, period, out of anything. This is what I wear the most often. I own it in multiple colors, and I just never get sick of these. So very comfortable, in my opinion. You know, not everybody loves them, but these are something that I wear constantly, and if I were actually gonna go and run around with the family, this is what I'd be wearing. So added these in. And then I also am a sucker for the 47 brand of ball caps. They are my absolute favorite. My husband is an Atlanta Braves guy, and so I own these in multiple colors. I just thought the navy was really classic and minimalist and chic. And then I was wearing pearl studs, which again, like I said, kind of hard to show on camera because they're so teeny, but they're a great way to just pop something in your ear. I never feel fully dressed without just a little bit of jewelry. So they still keep it very easy and minimal. And I almost forgot, but this is so important. I want to show you these sunglasses. These are a kind of oval shape, and they look like this when they're on, and I really mostly only wear these with ball caps, but the reason I do is because they're so low profile. They don't push the hat up. That drives me bonkers. Now, these are Amazon, so quality on these is exactly what you would expect from Amazon. I have a pair coming from Quince. They do this in an almost identical style. These are definitely designer inspired. So I'm thinking the Quince ones will be a little more just comfortable and have a little bit better quality. There's nothing wrong with these, but wearing them long term, they do start to get a little uncomfortable. So this shape though in general is really great if you're someone who likes to wear baseball caps, but you get tired of your sunglasses kind of pushing them up. This is a great solution for that. I really enjoyed putting this video together. I think it's so fun to take your classic basic pieces that never go out of style and see what you can do with them just by changing up some accessories, some bags, some shoes. The styling really is where the magic happens, and that is one of my most favorite things in the whole entire world. So this video was a joy for me to get to put together, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. I will have everything linked down below for you, but don't forget to go into your closet, see what you have, and have some fun. And friends, I will see you in the next one. Bye.